Hey, hi everybody. Hi, Molly.
Hello.
Wow. There's probably getting up there towards one of my favorites for the show, and we actually have a video for her,
We
but
do.
I don't know who we're going to show next, and I don't know if we're going to play the video now or after she's done.
Well, we can play it before just as an intro, but yeah, today
Okay.
we're excited because we have a puppy show today.
We're
So
full of puppies, aren't we?
yes, full of them. There's two full litters that will be showing off, each with 8 puppies, and then we've got another litter that has 2, and then we've got Miss Anna here, who is our oldest puppy. So we're gonna start with our oldest puppy and end with the youngest ones today.
All right now. So, well, before we get started with Anna, we'll give you a little bit of preview of her. How about that? Here
Yes,
we go.
perfect.
And oh boy, I want to get a better look at her. Just like
Yeah,
that. Am I supposed to bring Melanie up?
I think, yeah, we could put her on the side.
Okay, I will. Hi, Melanie.
Perfect.
Oh, she's got a dog
We've got a full house today at the rescue headquarters. We've got puppies and adult dogs, and yeah,
and a
it's a fun time.
special item coming up pretty soon at some point, right?
Yes,
We got
yes,
an interview,
yes, we
or you
do.
did.
Yeah,
So if she
we
doesn't
get
change her
to.
mind, she can always change her mind. She's allowed to do that because she's the
Yes,
big boss. So,
yes, exactly. Yes, we have our
so Anna,
director.
how old is this girl?
So
And
Anna, they think was born around the end of January, so about 6 months old.
okay,
She weighs in around 45 pounds. She might have put on a little bit of weight since then, but she's a healthy puppy. So
she
being
could
only
turn
at
into being a pocket peer, huh?
yeah, I don't know that she'll get, to that 90-pound mark that we sometimes see with Pyrenees, but being that she's around 6 to 7 months old, she might not be too big, but
Wow,
she's a healthy girl. She's growing nicely.
she's
We
drop dead gorgeous.
She is. She's so sweet. I actually met her the last time I was here for the show. And when I was returning a dog back to its pen area, she wanted all the pets, all the love. She was so excited to see me walk by. So she is super, super friendly with
She
people in
looks
general.
mellow here, but she's also getting fed treats too.
Yep. And this is a new room of the house for her. So definitely was not too thrilled about the flooring. So we put some blankets down and she's doing great. She's calmed down pretty
Awesome.
good and isn't as scared. So
Good.
but she's great. We think she was a stray. She was picked up between Austin and Waco. So she came from just west of us here in Houston. We've had her in the rescue since the beginning of June. And like I said, she is super playful, super sweet. She got to go on a little walk before the show. Hi, you want more? Very treat motivated. But yeah, she got to go on a little walk, and she walks great on a leash. She walked all by herself, and she did awesome. So I think leash training should go pretty well, and as you can see, pretty treat motivated.
And
so
once again, she's gorgeous.
Yes, general training should go well. Yeah, and she'll turn heads every time you walk her for sure, because she's just her markings are. Let me see if I can get her to turn towards the camera a little more. Isn't that right, Anna?
Rena says she loves her temperament and those ears.
Yes, yeah, she takes treats so nicely. Like, these are teeny tiny little treats, and she is being super gentle. And she's got the cutest little spots on her nose. I'll see if I can bring the.
I see that they look like freckles.
Yeah. Isn't that right, Miss Anna?
Oh, she's never seen a laptop with her.
Yeah, she's a little wary. She's a little camera shy, but that's okay.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah. So she's overall gonna be a great dog. She already is a great dog, but she'll be an awesome adult dog. She was in a pen with 2 other females, but those 2 females have since been adopted. So she's currently by herself, but she loved having playmates in there. She is super playful, but she takes direction from other females pretty well too. And I think in general, other dogs. She definitely
because the direction they're giving, she may already know how to do it.
Yeah, I think that's it. She definitely isn't. There's some other dogs in here. Sorry. But yeah, she definitely isn't the like the overly confident female peer that you might think of. She takes hints pretty well, and
she looks pretty confident right here. Other than she's in a new room.
She definitely gains confidence with some encouragement. I had to give her a few treats. But once I laid the blankets down and gave her some treats, she's calmed down and understands that this is a safe space. So
wow, that's awesome. Can you imagine how she's going to turn out when her adopters give her the right information that's needed to? Oh man, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, and I think definitely for her, with all of our puppy apps, and we'll probably get into this a little bit more, we do require our adopters to attend a training class of some sort, which is beneficial for both the dog and you in building that bond with the dog. And she's going to be one that will pick it up super fast. I can tell. So,
well, you know what I was thinking? Remember last week on the show, Roman covered adopting a puppy. Yeah. And now this week we've got all puppies on.
All puppies. All puppies. And we actually, we put this up on Facebook. We are actually running a special right now through GPRS, where if you apply for a dog between now and August 2nd, and the adoption goes through within 2 weeks of your application, you will get $50 off the adoption fee. So typically we adopt puppies out for around $450, or at $450, not around. So the adoption fee would be $400.
Non-negotiable any other time. Yeah.
Yep. So the adoption fee would be $400, and if you get the application, like I said, within the next week, keep an eye on your email address, keep an eye on your phone, so that our screeners can get in touch with you. We typically.
And the important thing is when they respond, make sure you respond right back.
Yes.
Because you only got 2 weeks to get your application processed, and they're not going to drag their feet. The screeners won't. So
yes. Yep. Yeah. So typically our screeners will reach out within 24 to 48 hours of you submitting your application. Okay.
As brief as you can, as quickly as you can. What can they do when they apply to have the best chance of having their application approved within that 2 week period?
Yeah. So just make sure you fill it out as completely as possible. So just answer all the questions that are relevant. You don't need to provide, like paragraphs of responses, but just general answers are good. We do ask for fence photos. So if you're ready to apply for a dog, you can always take pictures of your fence so that the screener, or you're prepared to send the screener your fence photos, because we do require typically 6-foot fencing. And then with puppies too, we do require another canine companion. So if you have another canine companion, that's great. That's typically all we need in place is that adoption application and just filling it up.
And every one of these puppies on that banner, you're going to get to meet today.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yes.
So, wow, $50 off of the puppy adoption fee. So,
yes.
Now some of the puppies on this banner are not listed yet, right?
Not quite
But
yet.
these aren't the only puppies in rescue.
Yes, it's very true. We've got quite a few actually.
Okay, so I want to see Anna again. Thank you, Melanie.
Here she is. Yeah, we've got Anna here. She's our oldest puppy that we have here right now, I believe. And then we've got some other puppies here that we'll be showing off next. But we also have other litters in like the Dallas area right now. We currently have some puppies that have H names. So we have Henry, Hillary, Hope, and Humphrey. They were all on the show a few weeks ago, actually.
Yes, they were. We touched on them. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. So they're available and ready. Those puppies. We have another couple of puppies up in the Dallas area. Their names are Sandwich and Tater. They're super cute.
Sandwich and Tater? Is that what you said?
Sandwich and Tater.
That's what I thought you said.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. So they're super cute. And then we've got some other like single puppies in the Dallas area. We've got another single puppy down here in a foster home. So there's no shortage of puppies in our rescue right now.
Right. And wow, that's amazing. That's a lot of work.
Yes.
You know what I'm noticing? You have two other dogs in there in that room with you, and she could care less.
No, she doesn't care. Yeah. She's great with other dogs. Great with other dogs for sure. So
my pal is in there, Sam.
Yeah. We've got a blanket so Sam doesn't get too stressed about having Anna in here. But
Sam can get stressed. So
yes.
But anyway, wow.
She's great. She's awesome. If I had room for a dog, I'd take her.
Yep. Great Pyrenees Rescue Society. We happen to be there right now. And, at the headquarters. So that's where everything's happening. And every dog we're showing today is a puppy. Mm-hmm. Unless another one sneaks in to get, photobomb, but we're going to show off some of the puppies in rescue. And so who's next?
So next we have two of our eye puppies. Their names are India and Imogene.
What a coincidence. We happen to have a video for them.
Perfect. I'll move to that area for them.
Okay, while we're playing the video. So, wow, this is getting exciting here. So we're going to start this video and to give you time. Ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Wow.
Hello.
Well, hi. So which one's that?
So this one is India,
Does
and then
India have her?
Imogene.
Is she got her tongue out like that?
Yes, she did. Yes, and this one's Imogene right here. So yeah, they're our second oldest puppies of today. They were born around April 21st of this year, so they're around 12 weeks old. You can see India has a pretty good start of a helmet head going.
Oh yeah, she sure does.
Yeah, so she's super soft. You can actually tell them apart a little bit by their coats.
She looks
India's
big.
pretty. Yeah, so I just weighed her. She's around 29 pounds.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Imogene is looks a tiny bit taller than her, but probably around the same weight, maybe around 30 pounds.
See those ears on her?
Imogene?
Those look like they could be no on India.
Oh
They look
yeah,
like those are Kuva's ears.
it could be. That's a good
Unless
question.
they, can you touch them together in front of their nose? Because
No, they're not
Kuva's
quite
is the
that
only
long.
LGD that you can do that with.
Yeah, they're not quite that long.
Okay, all right, then we'll drop that one. We'll call them
Yeah,
Great Pyrenees because they're with the
yes.
Great Pyrenees Rescue.
Yes, yep. So their story, they have been with us since the middle of June. They were actually found abandoned when they were around 10 weeks old.
Oh man.
And there were 4 of them that came into our rescue. So these 2 babies have 2 other siblings that are also available through the rescue.
Abandoned
at 10 weeks old, yes. Or sorry, not. Yeah, it must be around then. So yeah,
they're only 12 weeks old. They're only 12 or something like that now, right?
Yeah,
14.
yeah. So they might be a little closer to 14. The shelter had them around 10 weeks old. It's hard to say. But their other siblings, Isla and Irene, are also available.
Oh, they
Isla,
are. Okay, all right.
Yep. So Isla is still here in Texas, so she's available to go almost anywhere in the country. We do work with transportation companies that we can kind of send them almost anywhere. But
is
then
she in a foster home then? Is that what happened?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Isla's at a foster. And Irene is actually up in Washington. And so we do have quite a bit of fosters, and a big chunk of our rescue is up in the Pacific Northwest.
Yep.
So since Irene has gone through the stressful situation of transport all the way up there, she is only available for adoption up in the Pacific Northwest area. So, but these 3, we have Imogene here in India. They are enjoying the cold floor because it's quite hot in Texas today. India,
Sheesh.
puppy, come here. She's hiding under the chair. India, come here.
I'd almost be willing to trade your hot weather for this month-long everyday thunderstorms,
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And Melanie just got back from Alaska, of all places.
Yeah, yep.
But
So Miss India and Imogene, even though they're still pretty young, they do have pretty distinct personalities. As you can see, India's she's got quite a bit of energy. Not that Imogene doesn't, but India was a little bit more like rambunctious when we were brushing her. She wanted to chew on the other end of the brush, but she's a puppy,
okay.
so that's
and what about the leash? We caught wind that she scared of the leash.
Yes, India does not like the leash as much. Imogene does a little bit better, but India will only walk on the leash well if Imogene is also with her and showing her.
So they walk together. Whoa. Okay. That doesn't make them a bonded pair. That makes them relying on each other at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And
that's not unusual because they're scared. They were abandoned.
Right.
And, but they're too young to be a bonded pair.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. But yeah, they're super sweet little puppies. Always get very, very excited whenever people come up to their the little area
and they'll climb on you for treats.
They love treats, so training should go very well. I don't have any information on whether they've been working on house training, but we have quite a few puppies here, so
it's not hard. house train a puppy.
Exactly.
2 or 3 different article documentations up at New Hope for that. Then there's all kind of the rescue will give you tips on how to do that too. It's not hard. With
Yes, exactly. Exactly. But I'm not, yeah, I just don't know these two well enough yet to know how that's going. But
right.
my assumption is it's going to go pretty smoothly. They're very sweet dogs. And like I said, just with the interaction I've seen from the two of them today, India seems a little bit more playful than Imogene, but Imogene is super,
Well,
super
Imogene's
sweet.
sitting awful pretty. You might need to get
Yeah.
her a treat.
Yeah. She's sweet. She was a
They're
little
both.
bit
Wait a
more.
minute. Which one is that? Who's on your left, right? Who just climbed on you?
That's India.
Oh, India was sitting awful pretty then, but so was
So yeah.
Imogene.
Yeah. I mean, they're both. Yeah, they're both. So Imogene is this one here.
So
And then
India is the smaller of the two.
yes,
Okay,
it seems like it. India's not quite as tall as Imogene.
gotcha.
And
Wow,
Imogene seems to have a little bit of
they
like a
sure
longer
do
face.
pretend to like you because you're holding a treat bag, huh?
Exactly. Yeah, she sits very pretty, India. They both
Oh
do,
yeah,
but yeah.
she does. Boy, I'll
Yeah.
tell you, whoever adopts either one of these, you guys have a golden opportunity here to start shaping their adult personalities now.
Yes. Yes, exactly. So yeah, but Imogene didn't like getting brushed as much as India didn't mind it, but that's really the only thing
Maybe it
that
was new to her and she was afraid of the brush.
I think she just wanted to continue to go lay in the mud, I think
Oh,
is what she
you didn't
wanted to
want the
do.
mud brushed off of her. You should have said that
Yeah,
first.
I
Yeah.
know. She likes a little brown with her white coat. So
God, now are they? You think, in your opinion, are they going to be short coated or are they going to be long coated?
I think they'll probably be a little bit longer.
Okay, good. It's hard to
India
tell at
might
that age.
exactly. India might be longer than Imogene. Imogene seems to have a tiny bit more like wiry texture
Uh
to
huh.
her. But
Oh,
Imogene
look at
is
those ears on both of them.
pretty fluffy. Yeah, yeah. They're great. And I mean, they don't mind other dogs barking and that kind of thing. They don't tend to try to cause barking or cause trouble. I mean, they're puppies, right?
Well, puppies cause trouble no matter what.
And to humans, trying to
Yeah, yeah.
trying to get into stuff like Miss India
Now,
here
has
in the tree.
anybody ever seen Imogene stick her tongue out like India?
I don't think so.
I want
India.
India then.
Thank you.
If
I
I were to
know.
have a
Yeah.
puppy, I would pick her.
Our volunteers had a heck of a time getting photos of as many puppies as possible this week. So
Yeah.
um
The GPRS has a lot of puppies in the rescue right now.
yes.
And we're going to, a little bit later, we're going to talk to the director about that, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
That's a pretty rare interview.
I know. Yeah. We're excited. Because we've actually got 2 litters of 8 puppies here. So she has her hands full
Right.
with all these puppies.
And I'll just elaborate just briefly on that rare interview because when I was down there, 3 years ago, we did a show from there, and she told me if the camera got put on her, she was going to knock me out. So I heeded the warning.
Yeah.
I had no doubt in my mind that she would follow through on what she said. So, because she's a very honest, very honest, transparent person. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I have no reason not to believe that she would knock me out.
Yeah, for sure.
And I got to stop getting beat up by girls. So
I'm sorry.
anyway, so see, one of the things people will probably notice that we're not asking is what their perfect home would look like because they're puppies.
Exactly.
Almost every home is their perfect home. Okay.
Right. And kind of
at
like
this
I mentioned
age,
before.
It's all how you shape it. Okay.
Exactly. Yep.
And
like I mentioned before, our only real requirements are a fenced-in yard and another playful canine companion to.
Right. Well, they got to have at least 2 active brain cells sometimes.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
I guess I
And
shouldn't
we
have said
do.
that. I apologize to everybody.
You're good.
And always
Another,
remember, a puppy's not for everybody. So if you don't think you can handle a puppy, they're a lot of work, then
yeah,
don't apply. But they got a lot of adult dogs too, or teenage
yes,
dogs.
yes, for sure. And another thing with our puppy applications too is we do like people to be home most of the time, at least initially, to help with that. So if you're
Puppies need
somebody,
that.
yeah, so if you're somebody that works, 8, 9, 10-hour days, I don't know that a puppy is a good time right now unless you're
That's
able to
right.
take some time off work and help them get acclimated to your home. But if you work from home and you want a puppy, that's great. Apply.
Right. See, even with adult dogs, I recommend on a behavior standpoint, you adopt an adult dog, see if you can get like a week or so off of work to be there with your new dog because she's going to be very destabilized. All right.
Yes.
And you got the first thing you want that dog to do is to feel safe with you. And that's a good way to start. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, sorry about that. I don't mean to
Yeah.
turn this
No,
into a
you're
training
good. You're
session.
good.
Roman
But
was
yeah,
here
that
for a
is.
minute, but he left because he forgot that we were here this week.
Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah, it's that might be another reason why, like, if you apply for a puppy and you don't hear from us, if you don't have the time available, it's just not going to turn out into a good situation when they grow into those adult dogs. If you don't have the time and effort and patience to put into puppies, so
Always
kind of like,
remember, every time you see your puppy, they're going to have something new in their mouth. And for
yes,
those of you that were here last week, remember
that
what
too.
Roman said. Make sure when you go to take it out of their mouth, you got something to replace it with that they're allowed to have. Trade them.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and these two are doing pretty good with me giving them each treats right now.
Yeah,
But
they're
they
very
still have to be
impressionable, but
fun.
they're still great Pyrenees.
Exactly. Yeah.
They do form
Yep.
opinions sometimes.
Yeah.
So, all
But
right.
yeah,
So what we should be moving on here. We don't want to run out of
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Oh, wait a
exactly.
minute.
Yeah.
Okay, you're running the show, so I'm not going to push you here because
No, you're good. No, I think it's a good time to
I
switch
also
over
don't want to
to.
run out of dogs too soon either.
Yeah, yeah. So I think now is a good time actually to transition over to the J puppies.
The J puppies. Okay, we happen to
Yeah,
have a video for the J puppies.
perfect.
I got to meet them a little while ago, so this is awesome. And their video did good. Oh, I'm sorry, Judy. Judy lost her Pyrenees mix. Great dog. She was a rescue and needed a lot of health help. Not every dog is like that, and not every rescue dog needs medical assistance either. You
Hmm.
just got one that couldn't recover from whatever was going on.
Yeah.
And it
What
does
happened?
happen, and I bet you do miss her, and you'll never be able to replace her, but if you do get another dog, at least it'll fill that vacancy that you've got in your heart right now. That it can
Hmm.
do.
It
So,
can.
all right. Well, let's get the J pups up here. Boy,
Yeah.
there's something else. Boy, that was fast. You did good on that one.
Yeah.
Good thing that
So
video wasn't 10 seconds shorter.
I know. So we have 8 puppies in here, believe it or not. Some of them have already knocked themselves out to a good nap. So but yeah,
And
these
don't
are our
ask
8.
her who's who. They all look the
No.
same to me, and they probably do to her too right now at this point.
Yes. So with these ones, we have 7 boys and 1 girl. So the 1 girl, hi, honey, she's right here. Oh, I know. So
Okay,
this
I
is
thought
the
you didn't
1
know
girl.
who's who. Oh, you can pick
Yep.
out a boy from girl. I get that. Okay.
Yeah. So the girl, we put a little collar on today so we could keep her straight.
Oh, okay. That
Um,
was smart.
yeah, but this is
So
the
that's
girl.
Juniper.
Juniper, yes. You can tell she's very excited to be held right now. Hi, thank you. So
Look at that. You ought to see that little tail going under
yeah,
your arm.
and this one's getting a little jealous. Hi. Yeah, thank
Oh boy,
you.
look at it. It's going faster and faster. It's just like, hey, she might be okay.
Yeah, yep. So we've actually got one off camera in the corner up here. Oh no, that's not a toy. That's my mic. Thank you. Okay. Um, yeah, we've got 7 boys, 1 girl. They came to us from a shelter. Tommy, can you hand me that paper, please? Sorry. I have notes written down. I just got distracted by all the cute puppies.
Well, maybe Melanie can grab them for you. Is she anywhere near you? Never mind, you got them.
Oh yeah, we're good. So they were born in the last week of June. They were also surrendered to a shelter. They were born, I think, June 16th. Surrendered 6 days later. So we've had them since the
6
end of
days.
June. Yes, they were surrendered when they were 6 days old with mom and dad. So
Oh, so you got mom and dad.
yes, we have mom and dad here. Mom, from what I know about her, she's actually only around like 60, 65 pounds. So she's not a super large girl. Are you going to play with me?
And it looks like you have a little one right there. You got different sizes, don't you?
Yeah, we do have this. So 2 of the boys seem to have like smaller faces, 2 or 3, and then another 2 or 3 have to see like a little bit bigger faces, but it is impossible to tell these apart because they are all white. There are no markings.
For me and you, but Melise probably has it down pat.
It's still pretty tough.
Oh, I know it is.
Yeah, but yeah, they're puppy. They're napping pretty hard right now. Puppy.
Are those puppy pads that are taped to the floor?
No, they're just laying on the floor.
Oh, they just got a border around them. Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yes. Yep. When they first got brought into the house here, they were all about the toys, all about the puppy pads. I mean, typical like 5-6 week old puppies. Super playful. Really sweet. They love people. They want to go after my shoelaces, which is not. I don't blame them. They look like fun to play with. So
well, they are fun to play with. And if whoever adopts a puppy, you should have an old pair of shoes that they can have.
Exactly. There you go.
And then they'll leave your good ones alone usually.
Yeah. So
not 100% of the time.
Right. So if you go onto our website, you're not going to find these little babies yet, just because they are still on the younger side.
But you can still apply.
Exactly. Yeah. So they're going to be listed as available for adoption in a week or 2. They are set to get spayed and neutered towards the end of August, and they will be ready to go home after that. So that is a requirement of our rescue that we do spay and neuter prior to adoption.
That way you're not part of the overpopulation problem.
Correct. Yep. And we do cover that fee. So that's not an additional fee. That's lumped into the adoption fee itself. So yeah, they'll be ready to go in about a month, but you're always welcome to apply now. If you want. If you even want to foster these puppies, they are also available to foster. So what we typically like to do when we foster puppies is we send them 2 to 3 out at a time, typically 2 at the least, because then they can keep each other entertained and stay out of
you have a puppy protocol in rescue.
Yes, yeah. So they stay out of their hair and each other's hair instead.
Get
Um,
labels put on them.
yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, fostering, we can provide puppy pads, food, any other supplies you might need. We do have some toys we can provide as well. So
And
yeah,
the
if you're
cool part
looking to
about
just love on
fostering a puppy, you don't have to keep them.
exactly. I was just gonna say, if you want to hold on to a puppy for like a month or so, and then just say, here, now it's yours. That's a great
Yeah.
option.
Yep.
It is. So yeah, I fostered a puppy once and was very happy to send her to her forever home
That's
because
right.
she was great,
She
but
was a puppy.
she was a puppy. So
Yeah.
and we had to go through potty training and stuff with her, but I mean, yeah, like you said,
But
that
remember what Roman
typically,
said last week, for everybody that saw the show last week, a puppy doesn't have to be as hard as it can be. Okay. It doesn't have to
yeah,
be that hard.
yeah,
So
exactly. And these two, I mean, like I said, if you have enough room in your home to foster a couple puppies, I mean, these would be great dogs
right.
to foster. They're super friendly. Um, they're
They're
also
super
very
they're super good
sleepy.
looking too. Great
Yeah, they're
Pyrenees,
super
part
cute.
of the problem of the overpopulation is they
Yeah.
got such cute puppies.
Yeah, exactly. They're cute puppies and they're cute adults, but they lose a little bit of their appeal once they grow up. Unless you're Anna, then you're going to be beautiful forever.
Well, any dog will lose the puppiness. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And me, I'm thankful for it. I love puppies from 1,000 miles away,
Right.
but
Yeah.
that's just me. Okay.
Yeah. I like coming and hanging out with them here at headquarters, but
And then go home.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they're probably weight wise right now 8 to 10 pounds. So not
And they were
huge.
born what, June 16th, I think I read.
Yes. Yep. So around 5, 6 weeks old. Um,
Wow.
hi, thank you. And they're
And they're
actually like,
classic. They're all white.
yes,
I mean, you can't tell at this age if they're going to have a long coat, short coat, and why does it matter
no,
anyway? But because you just don't know at this age.
right,
There's
right.
so
And
much
they'll,
that happens as they spurt right up there like a weed.
yeah, yeah, they're all super fluffy. All their coats are the same right now.
Somebody just walked by down there. We just got to look
Yeah,
at it.
that's Zoe, another adult dog we have available for adoption right now. So
Awesome. See,
she's
there
super
are
sweet.
adults.
Yes, we do have adults. But yeah, they're adorable little puppies. So
And that one there
again,
is
though,
staying right by you.
yeah, yep. There's one right behind me.
Oh, is there?
There's one
And then
there.
you got three of them curled up against a gate
Three
or a
over
fence down
there.
there.
One's coming over. This is the little
There's 8
girl.
total. Is that
Yep.
correct? 8 of them?
Yep. And then there's
Okay.
one out of frame who's been laying there since I got in here. So tuckered
Right.
himself out.
No,
Okay,
wow.
you want a toy? There we go.
And they
Thank
will be
you.
listed separately, but there are 8, and their names all start with J.
I'll start with Jay and look for them if you're looking for an all white younger puppy than say Imogene or India or Isla or Irene. Then these might be yours. Look for them
Or
in a couple
maybe
weeks.
their mom or dad, Joyce or James, I think it was.
Joyce and James, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. So yeah,
that's
and their
cool.
mom has a great temperament. She's super sweet. Like I said, she's a little on the smaller side, but yeah, I think because we've had them since they were days old. I think they'll turn out to be some pretty good dogs.
And in about a week or two, might even be able to figure out who they are amongst each other.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, is to figure out who's who.
Yeah. From
Um,
about 6 to 8 weeks old until a little over a year old, their bodies grow about 3.5 times faster than their minds develop.
yes.
But that holds true with most puppies.
Yeah, as you can
And
see,
they love to have fun.
they're still a little clumsy, but they're adorable.
A little. Oh, well. Do you
Um,
see any double dew claw indications down there?
yes, I do.
All
Looks
right.
like, yeah.
Even that one?
It looks like pretty much all of them probably do. I think mom and dad
Wow.
are both here.
You
Hi.
might get lucky and
Oh.
just not have. I think they may be classic Great Pyrenees when they grow up.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Look at
does
that
look
little
like
tail go like crazy.
I know. Yeah, this little girl's a sweetheart.
And always
Um,
remember that when she gets bigger, it'll probably still go like crazy. But if you
yeah.
have a child, that tail can knock that child down, and it's
Yeah.
totally an accident.
Yeah. Yep. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
this is so cool.
these puppies are quite cute. Quite cute.
Yeah.
Hi, honey. Hi. Okay, I'll let you down. Yeah,
Now
I was just gonna take you over to these other little boys sleeping. See if I can show
okay.
off a
Now
little bit of.
which? Oh, okay. More of the J litter, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
So we'll
'Cause I'm
carefully come over.
confused. Molly put the show together this week. I'm just kind of hanging
Yeah.
on for dear life for the
Yeah.
ride.
So you can see there's some double doos right
Oh
here.
yeah, aren't they so cute when they're that little?
So yeah, they're chewing on the computer, but it's fine. They're puppies.
They'll poop it out. You can pick it up and put it back together.
Exactly. Yeah, we're good. So
They're
yeah, these
pooping
are
machines.
yes, yep. So these are 3 boys. I've got 2 other boys here. There's another one here. Ooh. And then there's another one way over here.
There's a total of 8.
Total of 8.
Oh, he looks
Yeah.
like a loner, and he's sleeping with his back to everybody.
He's zonked. Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so he's just tired. It's
Yeah.
hard being a puppy sometimes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
exhausting.
they were playing pretty good in here while we were talking about the other dogs. So
I love that X pen
fine.
setup too.
Yeah, it works good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Now,
they're
any idea about how long before they're available for folks that might want to
so
follow their achievements or growth or however, if it's even possible to do that?
to know when they're available
Yeah,
to
for adoption.
yeah.
When will they get? I know they got to have a certain sets of vaccinations before they can pretty much do anything. I know that.
Yeah, so our big thing is spay and neuter. So they're getting spayed or neutered August 27th. So we have that scheduled
Okay.
already. So they'll be ready to go immediately after that. We're going to list them as available before then, but they're not going to be ready to
Okay.
go to their forever homes until after August 27th.
Okay. Because Imogene and India, the ones we just featured earlier before them, now they're listed up there, but they don't have a bio.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
They're
Oh,
yeah,
it's being worked on, I'm sure.
yeah, they'll get there, but they're ready to go. They've been
So they
neutered
are ready to go. So they're
or spayed.
already
Yeah.
vetted.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
They're ready. They're
Whoever gets that tongue is going to hit the jackpot, right?
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So yeah, this is our older litter of 8 that we have. And we have another litter of 8 that was born a week ago.
Yeah, and that's
So
the K litter.
the K litter, yes. So
I
you
couldn't
won't
remember how long ago it was, or I would have mentioned that when I
yeah,
did
so
the
it was
description.
a week ago yesterday. So I think it
Now,
was the 19th. Yeah.
so these are
Um
1 week old puppies you're going to see.
1 week old.
And
Yeah.
we know mom's a Great Pyrenees because you'll see her too.
Yeah.
Any
Yep.
idea what dad was on breed?
We don't know about dad, but probably some Pyrenees. Because
Okay.
they're all badger
Well,
peers.
they're a week old. You're not going to know a whole lot yet
Right.
by looking at them.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So
we get to see a week old puppy.
exactly, yes. So I'm gonna transition over there.
I don't know about you, but I don't believe I've ever seen a week old puppy in my life.
Yeah, I got
Because my family, my parents before me and me, we spay and neuter. We didn't want puppies.
yeah, no, they're a lot of work. And we'll actually have our director talk about the amount of work it takes to
Okay.
take care of brand new puppies.
And
But
people don't realize that having multiple litters of puppy is a big responsibility.
yeah, yep,
Emotionally, physically, with people, and financially, as a man, that rescues take a hit. There's
yes,
a lot of expenses involved with puppies when rescue gets them in.
yes, for sure. So
And Melissa will
yeah,
go over a little bit of that.
yes, she will.
They're
But yeah,
little puppies.
they are little. I'll grab the computer in just a little bit, but This is Mom. This is Angel.
Angel.
Yeah, and she is such a sweetheart. She's got really cute badger markings, as you can see. She's
On her ears mostly.
Yes, yep. She's got a couple tan spots on her back end, as you can see here.
Yeah.
She is very, very skinny. So when we agreed to take her into rescue, we actually did not know that she was pregnant. So that
because she
came as
was
a
so
surprise.
skinny.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So and she needs all the groceries. She needs a lot of food to help keep her and her puppies healthy.
And a lot of extra stuff to keep proper nutrients in her milk.
Exactly. Yes. Yep. But yeah, she's getting that. Luckily, we've got some reserve to be able to help her out. But
so yeah, if with this many litters of puppies, this not just puppies, these are litters of puppies. That's a heavy burden on any rescuer.
For sure. And her labor actually ended in an urgent care vet visit just because it was pretty hard on her. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so she actually had to go get checked by a vet because she ended up taking a very, very long time to go through her labor.
Oh, on the last few or two or one or whatever it was. I remember reading about that.
Yeah. So
and that's so it started out with a financial load already.
Exactly. Yes.
Because vets don't work for free, even on puppies.
Puppy, that's not a nipple. But they're adorable. They're all Mom, like you can tell, it's very sweet. I'll try to get a little closer here. So ignore the pads because puppies at this age are literally eating, pooping, peeing, and sleeping. As most puppies
we
do.
were ignoring everything.
But yeah, you can see
your Wi-Fi became unstable for a second.
Oh, is it better?
Yeah, or it was mine, one of the two.
Okay, it might have been this, but
you're back.
But
everything's
yeah,
good on my end now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's all the brand new K litter. You won't see them listed for a few weeks.
They're little.
They are very little. Their eyes aren't even open yet.
They're still nursing too, right?
Yes, of course. Yeah, a pound or two. So not very big. But
look at that one upside down, not wanting to be upside down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are their eyes open? Did you say? I missed that.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. So
wow.
Yeah, we've got 4 girls, 4 boys. So they are even split. And luckily, we will be able to tell these ones apart just because of their markings.
And there's Mom. She's going to go take care of puppies. And she looks like a good mama, too.
Yeah, she is.
And how old is Angel? Any idea?
Around 2. So she's young.
Yeah, another baby that had babies, right?
Exactly. Yep. But she's a good mom.
It's amazing how those instincts kick in like that with the dog.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, these, like I said, these puppies were a surprise for us. So yeah, definitely financial burden, physical burden. Melise, I don't think slept for over 24 hours when they were being born. So
that's a burden. It's a burden from a lot of directions.
Right. Exactly.
But they don't. But this is rescue. They're not going to say no to puppies that could die or a dog. But they didn't know that she was pregnant, so that's even an extra surprise.
Right. Yep. And Miss Angel here won't be available for adoption for a little while either. But
she's got to finish with her puppies first.
Right.
She's kind of busy right now.
Exactly. Yeah. But I'll try to keep the feed going on the puppies. And we have Melise, our rescue director, here.
Okay.
So this is Melise.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Melise. Now, you're going to have to get your microphone closer to Melise, Molly.
Here we go.
Or trade places, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to give her the mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. I'm sure everybody else can too.
Yep.
Good.
So when you have this many puppies, how many litters do you have actually right now? Or did you lose count?
Yes, there's like a couple, up in with a foster home in Dallas, and then there's a singleton in Dallas, and then there's two singles here, so it's, we
Okay.
have like these four litters, and then, or three, and then Anna, and then in various foster homes, probably, 8 more puppies, of
Right.
various ages.
Okay. And
Yeah.
one puppy is a job.
Is
I
a
can't
lot of work.
imagine litters of puppies.
It's a lot of work, and it's constant. I mean,
So it's
constantly having
physically
to worm
demanding.
them. They have to be wormed multiple times. Now, normally when you get a puppy from a good breeder, the mom's been given wormer, and then when they become of age and they give birth, then the puppies are not full of worms. Well, these puppies come in, they were neglected. The mom was neglected. You can see how skinny she is. I mean,
Yeah.
I literally, I mean, we have to start worming the puppies when they're just a few days old, because the
Yeah.
normal schedule for worming is you start at 2 weeks. If we start
And
at
that's
2
mostly
weeks,
because they don't have an immune system at
they don't
all.
have an immune system, and those worms take over, and it can kill puppies this young.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
with her, we didn't know how many she had. She came in just like a week or two before she was going to give birth. And I didn't have time to get her in and get an x-ray. Normally I do. And so when she went into labor, and then we thought she was done. And then surprise, the next day, she had a puppy in the morning that was stillborn. And so I had to get her into urgent vet, get her x-ray, get blood work done, make sure she was going to be okay.
And make sure there were no more puppies in there.
Right. Exactly. That's why we did the x-ray.
Yeah.
But
Because
she's doing okay now. She's doing okay now.
You don't have an ultrasound machine there, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay,
No,
just checking.
no.
Wow.
And so, yeah, she checked out okay. She
Right.
wasn't eating real well, because she was kind of full of worms too.
Right. Now there are requirements. Now you have a puppy protocol in place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And but before they can go anywhere, don't they have to be at a certain stage of
Yeah,
like
they have to
vaccinations
be.
and stuff?
We require them to have at least 2 sets of shots.
Okay.
And then they have to continue with no paws on the ground after that time.
Right.
Till they're 4 months old, and they've had their shots at 4 months old. And then
And
the
why
puppies
no
are
paws on the ground?
because the ground is full of diseases that
That's
puppies can
right.
pick up.
And
So
the most common one is parvo, right?
parvo, yes.
Okay.
So
So puppies are staying safe by
yep.
carrying them everywhere.
Safe. Yep. They basically get carried. I mean, we have areas that we know are safe and outside, but generally,
Right.
puppies.
But they don't go on
puppies.
transport until they can be paws on the ground. Is that
No,
what I'm
they're
hearing?
actually no paws on ground on transport.
Okay, so they can go on transport.
They can go on transport, but unfortunately, they can't take them out of their crate. They basically change out their potty pads because
Okay, so there's no tarps they're allowed to put them on. They just got to stay in the
No,
crate.
it's
Gotcha.
too dangerous.
Too much can go wrong.
Right. And then there's multiple dogs from different rescues. And so we don't want, if somebody didn't know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's not just you on one transport.
Right.
Yeah.
When we used to have our transport, we'd have a tarp and a puppy pen, and then they'd be able to take them out. But with all the
that was before Jeff retired, right?
Right.
I can't believe
Yeah,
he's
he'd
not
take them out
driving
twice a day.
transport.
And it was amazing. I mean, like back then, the puppies would hold it and go to the bathroom, in their basically a tarp with shavings in it. And whenever they got out, they'd run around and pee and poop, and then they'd be fine.
Now, when when the J litter, for example, you were approached, you were contacted about the J litter. Now, when they tell you about the litter of puppies that are this week, they got mom and dad. So I'm going to assume the first thing that you don't think about is the burden it's going to be. You think about their safety and what's best for them. Is that
yes? But I also think of the burden too, because
mostly financial and that. And do you have the help and stuff like that?
I mean, it's a lot of work. I mean,
And it's
you
more than
know,
one person can do, isn't it?
right, right, right.
Especially when she's
Volunteers came.
giving birth.
Molly came over like the day after I'd been up all night and all day. And so she came over and stayed for many hours. And so I could sleep for a little bit and be up again
Yeah.
the next
Now, let me throw
night.
something in there. She was up all night and all day, and she has dogs at the headquarters also.
Yeah. Well, we have help and they come daily, twice
Okay.
a day. So,
But they're not here all night.
no. So that's the thing. I have to be up all night.
That's right.
So,
So, wow.
and
So that is a lot of work that,
mhm.
wow. And you still
Yep.
do it because you kind of like your breed a little
I
bit.
love these. I love these dogs. I love it. I do it for the dogs.
And it shows.
It's not for the glory.
Yeah. Well, it can't be for the glory because nobody knows what you look like.
That's funny because
That's why I tell
literally
people this is a
like
very
never know.
rare interview with you.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yep.
I'm thank you for doing this. But
Okay.
so when on there, I know there's no way to determine, but if nothing goes wrong, you still got vet bills and stuff that
Oh yeah.
because you
I mean,
can't give a rabies vaccine.
no, and they usually don't have rabies because they have to wait till they're 12 to 16
Oh,
weeks
okay.
to get that.
All
But
right.
I mean, these puppies are being wormed. I mean, we'll probably worm them 20 times before
And
they.
that's not free to you, the wormer.
No, no. And the amount of potty pads. And let me tell you how much, mom, she ideally, she needs to eat 6 to 8 cups a day. Right now, she's not eating that yet, but that's what she needs to eat to gain weight and feed these babies.
The nutrients in her milk
Huge amount
have
of
to
food.
be, yeah.
And then, and then she's going to be wormed multiple times, before she
All right.
goes. And, we got to keep worming her because she keeps reinfecting herself when she's
God, I
cleaning
tell
up.
you what, she's good looking too. And I just hope these
She's a pretty
puppies are
girl,
half
isn't
as good
she?
looking as she is.
She's a beautiful girl.
She
Yeah,
is.
she'll be beautiful when she grows a coat and, gains some weight. She's so
Yep.
skinny.
Yeah, what gets
She's
me
so
is that the J litters, the J
Mhm.
exactly
Yes.
6 days after they were born, they're at the shelter.
Yeah.
The whole litter is at the shelter.
Yeah, the mom, dad, and all the babies.
Yep.
Yeah, and they were in a bad shelter. They were in a real bad shelter.
So
That,
there was
like,
no
doesn't
question
care.
if and or what you
Yeah.
were taking them, weren't you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
I
and
got
that's
the
how that
call
works
and I
in
said,
rescue. And
yeah.
so, like I said earlier, your
I mean,
donation.
I'm having to turn down a lot right now because we do not have enough fosters. I mean,
Right.
people have no idea. The number of Great Pyrenees in shelters here is astronomical. If I said yes to every dog, I could have 200 in a week. And I'm not kidding you. I mean, it is crazy. Other states say, "Oh, we're full. We have 20 in shelters." I'm like, 20? That's 2
Yeah,
shelters
come
here.
down to Texas once.
Yeah. I mean, it's like we take what we can and that's all.
And
So
and
every
what happens
foster
to the
home
ones that
saves
what
a
happens
life.
to ones you can't take?
I don't know. I
Sometimes
can't.
it's not a happy
We
ending.
try to find other groups or something like
Right.
that.
I knew
But
you're active in
no,
that.
we try to find somebody to take
I
them.
had one
We
intake
reach
person
out.
tell me one time that for every dog she saved, could get into a rescue, there was
Mhm.
probably 20 that she couldn't.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right
So,
now, it is really bad right now in Texas. I mean,
and some
most
of
of the,
it,
and it's really bad because their approach now to animal control is that they just basically say we don't have space. So somebody finds a dog on the side of the road, they tell them, "Oh, sorry, we don't have space." So if this person's not willing to take them home with them, guess what?
yeah,
They leave them out on the street.
they find the dog, they try to do
Yes.
the right thing, and it gets
And the
laid
shelter
into
turns them
their
away.
lap. It
The
gets laid
shelter
back.
turns them away. Oh, I
Wow.
mean, I mean, people call us and tell us, I need you to take this dog. The shelter won't take him. I'm like, we're full. I'm sorry, we can't take him.
Wow.
And, adoptions are just really slow right now,
And they
but
have been for a while now,
Mhm,
haven't they?
mhm.
But yet the
And
intake or
we
the
can
surrenders haven't.
you name a place in the continental US, we pretty much we will find transport. If it's a good home, we will find transport to you. We'll
Yep,
figure it out. We do.
that's right. And you have
We
foster homes spotted out here and there, but
Mhm.
not like not like I would like to see anyway.
Mhm.
You know,
No,
but
we actually got a foster home in Nebraska, and we're talking about sending a couple puppies up to
oh,
Nebraska.
Nebraska,
So
cool.
I'm like, whatever,
Yeah.
just to get them
Well,
out, get them
well,
seen. We
Nebraska
have
will
a
take care of
foster
the
in
dogs.
Minnesota that's got Molly up there. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, wherever
Wow.
we can send them just to get them out to open, because every dog that gets out of here opens up a spot from a dog from a kill shelter. And I don't think people
And
understand that, there's only limited space. And if we can't,
right.
if all the spots are full, then there's no more space.
And
So
shelters, a lot of the shelters are
it's
on
the same thing with
contract to the
shelters,
county.
except the shelters just put them down. They kill them,
That's right,
when
because
they're
they're required by their contract to take in a stray dog that they
no.
find.
Well, I thought that too, but there's a lot of shelters
Well, yeah,
right
not
now.
every shelter's got that contract.
They should. It really should be, because I
Mhm.
don't see how a county can decline taking in a stray dog, but they do it.
Right.
They
In
say,
my county, the only way our shelter makes money is through dog licensing.
yeah,
That's their
no, they're
funding.
supported by they've got government support, and it's a
Right.
big budget. Harris
But
County and
you got a big state.
hmm hmm
That means you have a lot of dogs and a lot of
huge
people.
land mass, and that's
Yeah.
the hard part.
And it seems like the people that, well, are starting to dump the big white dog first. We got to pick a dog to dump. Let's dump the big white one first.
Right. The larger
And
dogs, of course, are the first ones to be
that's
put up.
right. See, because what people don't understand, if they
There's
adopt a dog,
there's four in one shelter they're begging us to take.
yeah,
And I told them, I said, next week I've got some going out. Maybe I can take some next week, but they're at risk of being euthanized. I mean,
well,
right
when
now.
you can, you're doubling up too
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
dogs when you
Yeah. But
can.
I can only do so much because they have to be able to get along, and,
Well, absolutely, absolutely. And that's what I mean. When
I got to
you
be, so
because you
yeah.
can't double up everybody.
No.
So, but
They're
wow.
they eventually learn to get along, but it takes them a while.
Well, there you have it from
Well, thank
the
you.
person that knows.
Thank you for showing all of our puppies.
Yeah. I don't think people realize what rescue goes through
Mhm.
when
No,
you have just
no,
one litter of puppies, let
no.
alone, holy crap, you got a lot.
People think it's all fun and games, and it's like it's a lot of work. And
Well, you
you
do
know,
get a reward out of it when
yeah,
the dog gets adopted.
yes. When the dog gets adopted, I mean, that's the best thing. When I'm like in a bad mood, tired of people, I go back and look at the stories of how wonderful the dog they adopted. It's the
Yeah.
best dog in the world. And we get a lot of that because we're
And I'll,
really careful. We really work hard to match the right dog with the right family.
yeah.
All of our
Let me tell you,
screeners.
before I ever met you, I had talked to you about a dog you had adopted 10 years prior, and he was one of my clients,
Yeah.
and you knew everything about that dog.
Uh-huh.
That
I don't
was,
know all of them now. That
but
was 2,000 dogs ago. Now,
I know it, but you knew this
the
dog. He
last
was an
2,000.
earlier dog.
Yeah. I know. I usually know like the look of the dog. Like I remember them. That's
Well,
how
they
I.
didn't change his name either. That helped.
Yeah, that helps too. Yeah. If they change their name, it makes it hard.
Yeah.
Because
And
I
don't
think
make fun of her naming dogs. I'll never do it again because I did one time with an egg roll. And she set me straight. She said, "You try to name 4,000 unique names."
It's not that, it's remembering, and I keep a lot of stuff in my head and remembering, okay, this one needs this one's had this. I keep a lot of that in my head.
Right. You've been
Because
doing this rescue with GPRS when you founded it in what, 2006 or 7, right now?
yeah, 6, yeah.
Yeah. And you never
Yeah.
looked back. And you left a good
Yeah.
job to do this.
Yeah.
all
Yep.
because you wanted a Great Pyrenees. You could have
I just,
adopted one from
you
somebody.
know, I just saw the need,
I know.
and and I love
Yeah,
them. I love the
because
dogs.
I asked her
You
one
know, if I
time,
leave,
what made you
if I
start
go
the
somewhere,
rescue?
I miss them and I want to come back. I mean, like
Yeah,
if I leave
I
here,
asked you that one time, Melissa. What made you start this rescue? Was you see a big white dog? Say, hey, let's go save that big white dog. It'll be fun.
yeah, yeah.
Wow,
She's gonna
she's
have no
gorgeous.
life and no life, no vacation. Yes, that sounds great.
That's right, and no steady income.
Right, right.
That's right. I'll tell you what, that Anna girl, she is stunning,
She's
isn't she?
cute, huh? She's gonna be a big girl because I
That's
mean
what I
she
was
is
wondering.
grown. She's gonna be big girl. I think
Yeah.
she's probably pure Anatolian just based on what she looks
Oh,
like.
do you? Okay. You know, I
Just
tell people that when I first started this 40 years ago with the breed, they only came in two sizes, male and female, pretty much.
mm-hmm.
Nowadays, you can call up a rescue and damn near order any color and size of Great Pyrenees
Size,
you
yeah.
want.
We have probably probably close to 100 dogs, if not 100.
Wow.
So we have a lot
You also
available.
have quite a few foster homes too.
Right.
Yeah,
And we need more. I mean,
absolutely.
we really need more
Because
foster
it
homes.
seems like for you get a new
And that's
foster,
the
but
thing, we're
you got 10 new
unique.
dogs.
I basically I can pick a dog for a foster home. And it's just I pick a dog that fits the foster home. And it makes it easier because they get what they want, and it's more likely to work out. You're not taking one
Well,
directly.
you
A
seem
lot
to
of them,
have the golden touch on what dog is going to be the best fit for a certain home.
I've only done it a few times.
Yeah, but you seem to have a golden touch. And on the few rare occasions that you miss the mark, it's still fixable. Okay,
Yeah.
you can still address it, and that's
hmm
that's
Yep.
that's key because you understand the personalities of the people.
Yep.
You know what their
And dogs.
general, and you know the dog.
hmm Yeah.
Because this is a breed that she cheats. Not a lot of people know this. They actually have breed traits to fall back on that breed does.
hmm
So,
hmm
and Melissa is aware of that. So there's
What
certain
dog?
things that we expect them to do.
As long as you
Like,
understand, they're smarter than your 3-year-old. So
yeah, they can outthink me 7-1. They process 7 separate processes every second. So yeah, what a breed. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you so much
thank
for coming
you.
on. And
Okay.
the donations are just
Yeah.
invaluable. I mean,
Yes.
and if you see a
And
puppy
don't
on
forget,
anybody's,
1 week only. You put in your application, and this week, and $50 off your donation for adoption fee for puppies.
providing they get the application processed in 2 weeks,
Yep.
that means
Yep.
you need quick
2 weeks.
responses.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
No, they need to
Yeah,
respond
but
back to
we'll
you.
do. Yes.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
and there they are. And you met every one of these puppies today.
Yep.
Well, I'll
Oh no,
tell
there's
you,
more. There's way more.
Yeah.
no, but
So
the ones on the banner, we
the
met every
ones on
one
the
of them.
flyer. Yep.
Yep.
But
So
we
$50
had
off
more
this
than that.
week.
So
Now
yep.
she's indicating it's not going to be extended. So
No.
don't stay on the fence. Make your decision and get your application in. That's the donate banner, but that's okay. If you go to Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.org, that's where you'll see it up there, adopt, and that's where you start. Okay. Now they're going to follow through on the application and they're going to check what you wrote. So don't leave anything off and don't falsify it.
Yeah.
That'd just be silly.
The
You have a
more
better
the
chance
more you
of
put
getting
in there, the
approved.
better.
Yeah, if you
And
got
what we
something
want to
you
do
think,
is we want to match the dog to the home.
right.
So the more information you give us, the more likely we are to find a perfect
That's
match.
right. But one of the things you do have
Be
to
honest.
have is if you have dogs in the house now, you got to have them altered. Okay.
Yes.
And that's just a no-brainer. So, all right. Well, guys, we're going to go
Thank
and
you.
we have a very special
Thank you.
exit video this week.
Oh,
Very
what is-
special. We're going to, well, it's going to play automatically, but this is about Molly's boy, Julio.
Yeah.
She lost Julio on June 20th, and we're trying to remember him. He was a very special dog. Very
Yeah,
special.
he's a good boy.
Okay. And there's none like him. So
Nope.
everybody, we're going to see you next week. Thank you so much, Marie, for
Thank you.
doing what you just
Thanks
did.
for
And
See our baby puppies.
Mm-hmm.
and we're out of here. Bye, everybody.
Perfect.
Bye.